Hello there, video games. It's the old sport. Hello there, old sport. Whoopsie. Hello, the green mask. Hello, a dolphin. Hello, I love Simps so much. Hello, Ponko. Hello, Aliax. I'm probably mispronouncing all those names. I'm launching the program right now. Uno momento, por favor. Hello, Andy Zexy. I hope you're having a good day too. Hello, Slukvacha. Oh, that's okay, Andy. Hello, Leech Q. Hello, HD Cutie DQQ5 DQW DQQ. You're sick? I hope you feel better soon. Hello, Pog Mirror. Hello, Miss Dead Guy. The program is still loading. Now's a good time to find some music that I will play during the stream. Otherwise, it's just going to be it's going to be silent. Last night, when I was at the very end of my stream, my internet connection died. Just died. It went down kaput. And that was kind of poopy. I guess I'll move this. I'll grab these and I'll move them up in the air so that I can easily bring them back without having to hunt for them. So after the stream died, I did do like one. Whoa, is it slow? It's just slower than what I'm used to, I think. I'm used to a camera being faster. Is it? Huh. Anyway. The mouse goes so much faster. So the only thing I did after the stream ended was I added this little room right here. This is an elevator. So you get in this elevator and it takes you to this room. And then this is a room where you fight some bad guys. Oh. The first attacks will be laggy because it has to load in the prefab. Okay. Huh. Maybe there should be more of an explosion effect when the enemies die. Well, so far things are looking pretty much the way I expected them to look. This is kind of what I wanted. Something I don't like is that these objects are not organized neatly into different, like, It's like they should all be parented underneath something. And they're kind of scattered about with different parents. And I don't like that at all, but it would be kind of time-consuming to fix that. I feel like it would just bore the hell out of the people watching, so maybe I'll do that later. For some reason, it feels lower frame rate than it was before. Is it just my imagination? No, it's just the camera turn speed is... Camera turn speed is so slow on controller. So the two things I could work on... Well, there's many things I could work on. I could work on making the little intro that starts when you enter an area, which is the elevator going up, and then it comes to a stop, and then the doors slide open, and then you can leave the elevator and go do whatever. And then after you kill all the enemies in an area, there's supposed to be, like, these doors are supposed to... I guess they should have, like, a locked... No, they should have, like, a laser wall or something. Well, right now they look very much just like they're the rest of the environment. Like, it would suck if the player is like... The player's like, where do I go? I can't figure it out. There's no exits. I can't figure out how to exit. It's just walls. It's nothing but walls. Because he doesn't realize that these are doors. So perhaps I should, I guess maybe these things should glow. Maybe the rim around the door should glow. Like, it'll be red when you enter the room, meaning it's locked and you can't enter. And after you kill the enemies, it turns to a different color, maybe cyan or something. It feels suitably sci-fi to let you know that, oh, you can go through now. You can enter if you want. And you walk up, and each door will have an icon on it. And then you choose, like let's say this one has the icon of your sword. It means that if you go through, you'll get an upgrade for your sword. This door might have a little icon of your floating robot buddy, and that means if you go through, you get an upgrade to your robot buddy. There might be something else here, maybe just your android girl herself. And that means that if you go through this door, you upgrade the android. So the player kind of builds their character by choosing what door to go through. So you go through a door, and then it's an elevator on the other side. You go through the elevator. You get on the elevator, it goes up, and then you exit, and you repeat the process. Well, that was startling. I'm wondering now, how will the upgrade actually happen? Like, will you see robot arms come out of the wall and work on the main character or something? I mean, I wouldn't want to just, you went through the door, now you have the ability. I'd want you to actually see the character getting the upgrade you chose. But how do I visually depict that? Well, I suppose for now, they can just walk through the door, be in an elevator, and the elevator goes up. And then you just repeat. In fact, it might not even load in a new level. It might just teleport you back to this room right here, spawn some new enemies in the room, and then you walk out, and you feel, oh, I must be on a different floor now. No, you've just been teleported. Like when you walk through one of those doors, you just get teleported back to this one. That way the game doesn't have to load any new levels. You load the level once, and the game just loads in new enemies every time you walk through the door. The character is sort of ascending a tower with a bunch of identical rooms in it. But what's different between the rooms are the enemies within. And it's random what enemies you get. Yeah, I mean, it would kind of suck if every single room is just a big empty square room with some enemies in it. So if there's some bad guy, yeah, I mean, thinking about Hades, for example. Hades was the same thing, where you go from room to room and you're going upwards. You're ascending as you go from room to room. And each room has different enemies in it, but each room also had a different layout. With, you know, pillars and walls and spike traps and lava pits and things to avoid. So I guess each one of these rooms could have different obstacles in it. It's not all going to be the same. But this is also meant to be a very simple game I can make in my spare time. It does not take very much time away from Yandere Sim, so I can't really make it too elaborate. That was really fast. I would like to use a timer to find out how quickly I can go through one of these levels. I probably need to give the enemies more health. Well, I guess right now my current level of power... It's going faster now. That's weird. My current level of power represents... what the character might be like. Hold on one second. Nope, that didn't work. I guess my current level of power represents what the character might be like mid-game. So not end-game levels of power, but certainly not... This is not what she would be like when you start. I guess maybe I could kind of... Maybe I could make a few adjustments here. Where's your attack? I never determined... I never made a thing for the player's stats. Shoddy kind of bad. Hitbox. Calculate damage. Currently in the game, I have two types of attacks, which is heavy and light. But that's not actually the way I intend for the game to be. I've been paying attention, like when I play a game such as Honkai Impact, Genshin Impact, Punishing Grey Raven. When I play these games, I pay attention to, like, is this combat fun? And if it is, why does it feel fun? If it feels fun, what is it exactly that's making me have fun here? And they all kind of have something in common. It's that there's one button you're rapidly pressing all the time, and then over in the corner you see a thing light up telling you you can use a different attack. So then you use that attack, and then you go back to your normal string of attacks. And eventually, like, some sort of ultimate attack becomes available. So then you press your ultimate, and then you watch this little cutscene where you do a ton of damage, and then you're back to doing your normal thing. So there's always, invariably, there's always a normal attack, a special attack, and then an ultimate attack. Let me try attacking enemies. Yeah, this is more like when you're first started. Well, I don't know. I guess if these are the dummy enemies you fight at the beginning of the game, this is too little. Oh god, it does so much damage compared to me. Yeah, if these are the very first enemies you fight ever, they're the dummy enemies you fight at the beginning of the game, they should not take forever to kill. They should have... I get it. So I should still start out with one attack. Like right now, this is one attack. If I attack an enemy, that's 1 point of damage. They have 100 HP, so I'd have to hit them 100 times to kill them. Oh yeah. Oh shit. And when the enemy does an attack and I dodge at the last minute, last frame... Darn, my timing sucks. Ah, do it again! There. When this happens, you should be doing more damage. You should have more damage if you're, if you've just activated the special dodge mode. That's another thing that's in all of these. Well, it's not in Genshin Impact. It's in Honkai Impact, and it's in, that actually feels pretty alright. That's enough damage. That was a fair amount. What do they call it? Punishing Grey Raven and Honkai Impact both have this thing where if you dodge an enemy's attack at the last second, whoosh, then you activate this slow motion mode and you do a ton of damage. Yeah. I was just testing out, like, what is it like if I do 1 damage? Well, that's me doing 1 damage, but the enemy having 100 HP. So if these are the first enemies, they need way less than 100 HP. What if I just what if I gave them 10? I guess if I give them 10 HP, we'll be right back where we started. This will be the same as... No, this is actually... It's actually correct. Heavy attacks do 2 damage, so it only takes 5 of them to kill. If I power up, then I do this ridiculous amount of damage. I need an icon at the bottom of the screen to let the player to make it clear when a buff is active. So there's a bunch of things I could work on. I could work on the elevator loop, where you start off in the elevator, come in here, you kill people, you choose your elevator, you get an upgrade, then you go up, screen fades to black, screen fades back. Maybe the screen won't even fade, because if the rooms are identical, the player won't even know if they've been teleported from one room to another. So I just teleport right here, and then exit, and there's new enemies to kill. And just have this illusion you're going up elevators. I wonder how I'm going to pull that off, though. Like, do I have the room itself move? Or do I just have, like, the wall? There's, like, a wall right here. Here, let me show you. Let me show you how it could work. Moment there, I thought that was supposed to be the Jurassic Park theme. What? We Jurassic now? Just bring it in. Okay. Okay. Did somebody subscribe or something? What was that? Thank you, Low-Key Chaos, for subscribing. Welcome to the Waifu Wagon. Let me go, let me grab a texture really quick and show you how I could create an elevator illusion. That sounds exactly like freaking Jurassic Park. Maybe I'll just type in the word wall and I'll get a wall texture somewhere around here. If I drag and drop that on. Okay, that looks vaguely like a wall. Now, UV scroll. I'll just have the speed. Oh. The speed be 100, I guess? Let's see here. Now it looks like I'm in an elevator, doesn't it? See? I'm inside of this elevator. And, it's going up really fast. Like, look how many... We've gone up like 100 floors since I started talking. Just kidding. Just kidding. LOL. The wall itself is moving, giving the illusion that we're moving up. Wow. So the room itself is not moving, but while we're inside, we see that we're moving. You know, we get the illusion that we're moving. Also, that shadow is hurting the illusion. Let me just frickin' there. Man, is this elevator ride ever gonna end? When is this elevator gonna reach the next floor, guys? So you just go into the room, and then it creates the illusion you're in an elevator, and then, like, I teleport the player right back here, like this illusion room will be over here. So wait a minute, is there enough space? Oh my fucking god, is there enough space? Uh-oh. Oh, there's not enough space to have 3 of these right next to each other. There's not enough space to have... Uh-oh. Look at the size of this elevator. Oh, that's not possible. Okay, so... I think it's going to be different then. There's not going to be 3 doors after all. There's going to be 1 door. There's going to be some other way to choose your upgrade as you go through the door or something. Yikes, this presents a problem. If only this room wasn't so wide, or if the dimensions of this room were different. I would have to change the dimensions of this room significantly to accommodate 3... Wait a minute, that wouldn't even make sense. Okay, look, imagine that this was an elevator. Like this, right here, this was an elevator. And you went up the elevator. And then you exit from over there. Why is there only 1 exit here when there's 3 elevators over there, huh? It wouldn't make logical sense. So I guess it's going to be like a situation where you're constantly... Maybe you just go back into this room? No, would that be lame? It's like you exit the elevator, the door locks, then you do some shit over here, and then there's 3 things on the wall. Shit, I have to think about it more. A lot of this has to do with like what this structure is, where the protagonist is, what the purpose of this building is, why she's here, why the creators of the room made it this way. And that's a lot of lore that I don't want to spoil on a random live stream before the game is like being played by anybody. So I can't really give you the reasoning or the rationale for why it would work one way or another. But I might have to do a little bit more thinking before I just carelessly say, oh yeah, there's going to be 3 elevators. So yeah. Yeah, 3 elevators. Oh yeah, it's just going to be, you know, you just choose your elevator. Yeah. I originally imagined the player would be going up a spiral staircase. I think that's a cooler visual. And she talks with her robot buddy while she's going up the staircase. I think right for now I should not focus on the environment stuff and I should only focus on the gameplay stuff. So I should do some more stuff with the gameplay. And then either do the environment stuff off screen, off stream, or I don't know. I think working out the 3D environment might be the most annoying thing to stream because it's just going to be me painstakingly moving walls around until I find the perfect combination and whatnot. And I don't think you want to see that shit. I do know what I want to add. There's one thing I really want to add. And I think I'll just do that part next. But first I'm going to get a drink of water. I hope you will be patient and wait for me to get my water. I think the elevator motif will stay. Like there will be elevators. I've started picturing, like when the cutscenes happen. When I'm picturing what the cutscenes are going to be like. I'm picturing this camera shot of just a straightforward shot, looking at the girl in the elevator with her, you know, little robot buddy floating next to her, and they talk while they're waiting to reach the next floor. Damn, this is a pretty nice shot if you know what I'm saying. I'm still not willing to divulge what is going on in the story or who these characters are or why they're fighting. I have it all planned out. I have an idea. I'll leave you here with this very tasteful camera shot. Very classy. Very classy and tasteful. Very, very classy. She puts the ass in class. If you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean, if you know what I mean. Okay. I won't mess around with the elevator feature right now. I need to work some stuff out regarding what I want to show. You know what I think? I've been thinking about this. Like when the player dies, their body is destroyed, and then a backup of them is downloaded into a new Android body, which then comes out of a compartment in a wall back in the safe area. Let me give you a little diagram of what's going on in this game. Without spoilers. Here's, oops. God damn it, I hate it when that happens. Here's a little diagram, okay? We have the safe area. This is where the game begins. In the safe area, you cannot die, there's no enemies, nothing threatens you. In the safe area, there's a bunch of these, like, coffin-shaped things with android women inside. You're one of the android women that was removed from the coffins. There's also a little thing where you can upgrade your character, and a little thing where you can customize your character's appearance. And then there's the door to leave. The first, like, when you leave, the first room is going to be just like a room with a training dummy in it. Kind of like the thing from Hades. But I didn't put it there because I was thinking of Hades. I put it there because it's like the logical progression of how things should work in the game. And so from there, when you leave, you basically go to the tower. That was a shitty tower. And you go up levels, and it's random. Whatever you see in each room of the tower is random. And each level gets harder than the previous level. And when you die, skull and crossbones. When you die, you go back down and you inhabit a new clone body. Not a clone, new android body. And don't worry, there's an infinite number. Well, actually, it's the number of letters in the alphabet times 10. So it's 260. But I think new bodies are being created faster than you can ever destroy them. So there is a functionally infinite number of spare bodies for you to go into. So you power up, you go up the tower, you get to some point, you die, and then you repeat until eventually you're strong enough to get to the top of the tower. Indeed, there is some mystery where the characters don't know everything about the environment they're in. They don't actually know, like, where... They know who built this, they don't know why. They know, They have a goal in mind. They have a reason to ascend upwards in this tower. They just don't fully comprehend every detail of the situation, such as how tall the tower actually goes. They don't know when their journey ends. They just know that there is a destination they must reach. So I think this whole thing with elevators is going to stay. But the specifics, such as, like... Okay, if there's going to be coffins, if there's going to be these little stasis pods that an android body is inside of, then perhaps those will be on the wall here. Like, because I want there to be choice. I want the player to be presented with options and then pick one of the options, the one they like the most. They might not necessarily get the options they want, but they will get some sort of, hey, you cleared a level. What power-up do you want? And then there's like, you want 1, 2, or 3. Maybe, because in Hades, I'm going to have to keep bringing up Hades because it's the ultimate example of a perfect roguelike. You get all these different gods like Zeus, Apollo, Hera, and so you pick, do you want Zeus's power? Do you want Athena's power? Do you want, frickin'... What was the name of that one guy? Ares? Do you want Ares' power? Do you want Poseidon's power? But you just get 3 options from all the different gods. Like, sometimes, say you really, really want Zeus's power, but he's not there. Like, oh shit, I got Poseidon, Athena, and fucking Apollo. Fuck this shit. Where's Zeus? But too bad. There's no Zeus. You just have to pick the one you like the most and then go with that. And sometimes, you'll go into a room, oh shit, this is a Zeus room. I'm gonna get Zeus at the end of this one. You're gonna get excited about it. I like that mechanic, not because I'm a huge fanboy of Hades, but because I've noticed it's a recurring theme in success. It's one of the things I like in roguelikes. To back up a bit and explain this thing from the beginning, I've been playing roguelike games for a long time, and I hate them. I fucking hate roguelikes. I think they're all shit. What a stupid concept. If you die, you lose absolutely all of your progress and you have to start the game all over again from scratch. That's fucking stupid. I hate roguelikes. But also, I love roguelikes. They're so fun. They're so addictive. Once I start playing one, I'm playing it for hours. So, I like the gameplay of roguelikes, and I like the design and the mechanics, but I hate, dying, losing everything, and starting over. So I want to make my own roguelike game. Except I want to use only the things I like from my favorite roguelikes and ignore all the stupid shit I don't want in my games. So when you die and you go back to the beginning, you're going to retain a lot of the stuff you built up. You're going to retain your EXP, your money, which is batteries. Not like the power-ups like this power-up, that power-up, the other power-up. Not whatever you get from a door, but what you get from enemies that you kill. So you kill an enemy, it dropped some materials. When you go back... See, here's the thing. There has to be like a chute. There has to be some sort of a little chute you drop your stuff into. Whenever you clear a room, you can't carry all that shit everywhere you go. When you clear a room and you kill a bunch of enemies and you've picked up their loot, you drop it down a chute and it goes back to the safe room at the bottom. Then you pick your upgrade your character, then you pick your door and you go to the next room. When you die, you go all the way back down to the safe area, and all the loot you collected is down there because you dropped it down the chute, and the chutes all go back down to the safe area. So you get all the materials. Like, you didn't lose the batteries you collected or any weapon that might have dropped. Anything of value that fell from an enemy you get to keep. You just don't get to keep the power-ups that you get from these rooms. So you'll eventually be able to beat the game just by like if you lack the skill to clear the game, then you'll be getting stronger with every run. So the game will be getting easier on every run. But I'm sure there's some purists who won't want to play the game like that. They'll be like, that's not roguelike. That's something completely different. It's not roguelike unless you lose all your shit. So there will be a roguelike mode for people who want to try that, but I really like the idea of enemies drop shit, you collect it, you send it back to your safe room, and you forge new weapons and shit, and make your character stronger using those materials. I guess it's something like, if it's like you're one character, but when you die you go into a new android body, technically that android body should be like be zeroed out, right? 0 attack, 0 defense, 0 speed, because, you know, the body you powered up is dead now. You might power up this body and then she dies. Now you go back to a new body that's not powered up anymore. So theoretically, you should just start from scratch every time, right? Well, when you're collecting, like, when you kill an enemy and you collect some materials from it, you drop it down to the safe room, and then the safe room uses those materials to power up all the other android bodies. So the next spare body you go into is now stronger than the previous one because of the materials you dropped down the chute after you defeated some enemies. It's kind of the core gameplay loop. That's the concept. This is also a test to find out if that concept is any fun. I think it'll be fun. It's basically just the formula of all these successful roguelike games, but with some shit added on top of that. Make it a bit easier for people like me who find it really difficult and annoying. I hope it makes sense. I hope you can follow along with what I'm saying. What jobs can you get with C#? Wait. With... You asking me? Or are you asking in general? Like, what kind of jobs can a person get? Or what kind of jobs could I specifically get with my specific knowledge? Me? I don't know if you're just asking about my personal well-being. Oh, in general. Well, you could be a programmer. I mean, that's what C# is for. It's for programming in C#. So when an enemy is going to attack, they need some sort of indicator that, hey, an attack will show up in this spot. This is in every game. This is in Genshin Impact, Honkai Impact, Punishing Grey Raven. You pick it, it exists. It's to an extent, it might even be in like Ocarina of Time. When rocks are falling from the ceiling, you see the shadow of the rock on the ground. so you know where to avoid standing. This shit's like an ancient game design mechanic. You put shit on the ground to let the player know where the danger zone is. The danger zone. And when I saw these red hexagons, I fell in love. I'm like, oh my god, that's it. That's it right there. That's it right there. That's a danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. Don't stand here. Something's gonna kill you. Don't be a fucking idiot. Ah, you idiot, you got hit. I warned you. Fucking dumbass, I warned you. But it's like, the way it's... I had a very specific thing in mind. Where there's a red... It's a red ring with a red interior. And then there's an orange ring with a red interior. And the I should just fucking make it. I should make it instead of talk about it. I'll make it instead of trying to explain it without it existing. I should delete everything in this scene that is not exactly what I need. These are particle effects, but they don't really need to be particle effects. It could just be an image. Do I want that to be like that? Interesting. Color over lifetime. No. This is just red. Red. Ah. It's programmed to change its color to something else. Okay. Those hexagons. You'll be whatever color I goddamn tell you to be. If I say you're gonna be red, then gosh dang darn it, you're gosh heckin' dang darn gonna be heckin' red. Dang it, darn it. So maybe this is what appears around an enemy. But then when their attack starts, it's gonna change. The color needs to change. I think I'm gonna have to change it programmatically. It's also gonna need to be a smaller one that's inside. It'd probably be really freaking annoying to try and explain what the hell I mean by that. So I will make. It will happen. You'll see it go. I don't think this needs to exist. It just needs to be an image, doesn't it? Doesn't it just need to be an image? Did I just put the image on it? No, well... if I do this, I'm gonna fill up. Whoa. I guess I'll do it that way. I'm being very picky about the exact shade. Wait a minute. Can you play for me, play. The glow. Those hexagons that come out. I might prefer it if the hexagons were orange. This was part of my original vision. It's a red circle with a yellow outline and an orange glow. That's how I saw it. So we got the red. What's your position? What position are you at? Huh. We got the red thing. It's like, whoa, attack, attack here. Attack's gonna happen. And then we got the yellow thing. And then it fade. Shit, where did it go? Help, help. You need to exist. I swear to God, please. Please. Fades in. It's not fading in. Hontoni? Hontoni? Chochotto mate? And when the yellow touches the red, that's the exact moment the enemy's hitbox comes out. That's when the player knows to dodge. Otherwise, the player will just be like, what the fuck? Why isn't it working? The fucking game developer didn't know how to fucking code the fucking game. I swear I'm dodging at the right moment. What the fuck is going on? Fuck this stupid shitty game. Fuck. So, yeah. I called it danger. No, I didn't. Danger flare is something else. The danger flare is the lens flare effect that appears in an enemy's eyes when they're attacking. Let's see here. I will call it Danger Zone Script because I fucking love the idea of a thing in my game that is named a danger zone. It just reminds me of that JonTron episode where he's watching this like kitchen safety video, and the kitchen safety video is like, you can't keep your chickens too close to the kitchen sink. There could be contaminants on it. That's too close to the danger zone. That chicken is close to the danger zone. Never heard a chicken described as being near the danger zone before, but okay. Okay, alright, okay, alright. We're gonna need, first things first. I sound just like that. Can't make it worse than frame perfect dodge in an online game. That sounds a little bit tricky. Timer, okay, we're gonna have a float. That's a timer. Now, we're gonna be incrementing that timer. If the timer goes over 1 second has passed. So then we're gonna need to be aware of the particle system. Red ring. Actually, they're going to change colors. So, outer ring. Outer ring color, start color, is now going to be color.yellow. I could... What is the RBG for yellow? It's like 100% red, 100% green, 0% blue is yellow. Doesn't matter too much. And then, let's see, inner ring, transform, what? I think this can just be a transform. Inner ring, local scale, is going to go going to move from its current scale to 111, and it's going to do that at a speed of 1 second. It's gonna be done by once anyway. And if inner ring, local scale, if any of the XYZ has reached 1, we can just destroy this game object, really. Because it's fulfilled its purpose. And at the frame you come into existence, make sure your inner ring is at a scale of 0. I feel like this is it. Is this it? Is this it? It's gonna go away in 2 seconds, so I'm not gonna have very much time to look at it or analyze what's happening. Okay, outer ring. First, let me turn all that shit off. It's too much shit flashing. They're flashing and shit. Okay, go away. Okay, that's that. Hexagon. Those are the emanating hexagons. The ones that round. Okay, so the one in the center is what I care about. So, outer ring, right there. Inner ring, right there. So if I start, I'm just going to go frame by frame here. So, time is passing. Half a second has now passed. And now 1 second has passed. It should have turned yellow. It didn't turn yellow. Oh, I didn't. I can activate that. Sorry, whoops. Yeah, the thing that was supposed to turn yellow didn't turn yellow. That's sad. I just... Whoops. Oh, there are no cameras in this scene. Will this work? I don't know if this will work. Can you play, please? Can you happen? Can you do? Camera, could you like tilt down or like look down or something? Could you be up a little bit higher in the air? Just be like right there. Okay, there. You're good. You're good. Don't worry, buddy. You're good. You're good. Don't worry, buddy. Oh, you can't see it. Huh, what happened? I looked away. So it's red, the yellow thing fills up, and then it goes away, because that's when the enemy's attack happens. But this thing's not turning. The color changed over on the inspector. See, over there at the right, it changed. But I guess it's the color over time. Yeah, it was color over time. Then let me say, if outer ring color over time enabled, I want you to change your starting color, and I want you to stop that thing from being enabled. Don't do it. Just be disabled. Don't even think about it, buddy. I tried. Okay, there was an error. What is the error? I can't modify that because it's not a variable. How do I turn it off then? How do I say I want you to stop color over lifetime? Like, stop flashing over lifetime. Force over lifetime? No, it's different. What? Wait. Unity, color over lifetime. How do I tell it to stop that? What if I want that module to just cease? What? But huh? You can't just say enabled equals false. You're not allowed to do that. Wait. That doesn't work? This is how you have to do it, apparently. I don't like this, but okay, this is how you have to do it. You have to say, you have to create a new variable, give it a name, and say you're grabbing the color over lifetime of something, and then you say color over lifetime enabled equals false, and that works. So it's like, I can't just like go to my car, put the key in the ignition, and turn it on. I have to like say there's a thing in existence called a car. Now use the key on that car. Okay, buddy, sure, fine, okay, whatever. Sometimes I fucking hate C#, dude. Does it work? Yeah, that's the effect I wanted. It's red, it's yellow. Burp. Probably needs to go faster than that. That's... I feel like it's not very video gamey if it... timer equals move towards. Hello, MMD coder. What if I do it like this? I don't know. Yes, I'll stop using magic numbers and I'll start making that a variable. So I might want this thing to move about twice as fast as it's currently moving. Huh? It didn't work? Didn't you work? Oh, I didn't put the semicolon. Rookie mistake. So speed 2. So now this whole thing will be over in 1 second. Or it was supposed to. Oh. Okay. C# is really similar to JavaScript, but those little slight differences piss me the fuck off. Here, let me just show you an example, okay? Look at this. This annoys the fuck out of me. Okay. Let's say you're in JavaScript, right? And you want to set the Y position of something. See, like, transform position Y equals 5. There you go. You did it. Congratulations. You set the position of Y in JavaScript. That's how it works in JavaScript. Now let me show you how you do that in C#. Transform position equals a new vector 3. We're going to have the identical transform position Y as previously, but we're going to have see, you got to do that. You can't just set a specific variable. You have to get the entire position and then change the whole thing, letting it know that its X and its Z should just be identical to how they were before, and that the only thing you want to change is this. I miss JavaScript so much because everything was more simple. Everything was easier in JavaScript. C#'s like needlessly complicated. Like, why the fuck do I have to do all that shit? That's so annoying. It's annoying. It's just nicer when you don't have to deal with that shit. Okay. Okay, that's better. That's more like in a video game attack. Danger zone. Now I'm going to make this a prefab. so I can then use it whenever. Now let's go back. It is time to go back. Now these enemies are about to become aware that they're going to have a thing called a danger zone. I just love that name so much. I'll put it right next to danger flare. Now, if you're spawning a hitbox, it seems pretty straightforward. At the same time you spawn your danger zone, your danger flare, also spawn a danger zone. Do that right at your feet, like transform position. Probably gonna need to put it like just slightly up. Very, very slightly up. Just enough that it's not clipping into the ground. It needs to hover above the ground by a very small amount. So 0.0001. Just float slightly, less like a millimeter above the ground. Is this going to work? The timing might be off. Make a copy and edit and reset the values. You mean like this? Like, let's say that I just want to say, I want to do this, right? I want to do this. All I want to do is say, color over lifetime enabled is false. But I'm not allowed to do that. It won't let me. It says, oh no, that's read only. You can't change that variable, that's read only. But it works if I do this. I make a new variable, I make it color over lifetime, and then I change it. What the fuck? That's so stupid. Why has it gotta be so stupid? What the? Shit's just weird sometimes, man. Okay. Danger zone. Save that prefab. Hope I didn't just change every enemy's name. Nope, they all remember that they have different names. Okay. Let's see if it works. In other words, let's see what problem occurs first. It's gonna be sideways or some shit, isn't it? Yeah, it's sideways. It's always sideways. First spawn something. Okay. It spawned it. I'm looking at it. That's the wrong orientation. Oh, what works? Right. Nope. That didn't work. Because it needs to be higher up. It might just need to be higher up. So first of all, be higher up, I guess. But also, new danger zone, transform, local Euler angles. Let's just force that to 9000, so it's going to be rotated. Hey, thank you. How sweet of you to bless me. I go forth with your blessing. That's an interesting camera shot. Okay. That's too big. Well, is it too big? I mean, that thing has a huge attack. The hitbox on it is the size. It's just a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's basically the zone you do not want to be standing in to avoid that attack. Hey, watch it. So now I know... Oh, it's the wrong timing too, by the way. Is it? Actually, it's kind of... I guess the attack comes out slightly before the thing touches the... Yeah, it comes out at the... Yeah. So that's why I have the speed variable. I'm gonna do some shit like this. Oh, it's gonna be different for every attack, probably. So I guess this is where I would do some like new danger zone, get component, danger zone script. Speed is a little bit faster. And this is not going to be a magic number. It's going to be like attack speed of, like, if I'm doing attack 9, it would be attack speed 9. If I'm doing attack number 14, this would be attack speed 14. I'll have an array with all the different attacks that the enemy has and the different speeds those attacks should be. What is this for? For fun. Okay, do it! Wow, that was actually worse. I forgot I had set speed to 2. Okay, try 2.1. That should be slightly faster than it was before. Okay, attack me. Go! Yeah, so... Now the warning on the ground kind of corresponds with the actual attack that comes out, sort of. Let me kill one of these motherfuckers. Die. I don't want you to be there. Okay. Now, do the thing. Shit. God, fuck it. I guess, thinking about it like it's almost a rhythm game, the players should be like looking out for the exact moment that the two rings touch, and should then press the dodge button at the moment that the two rings touch. Like it was fucking Osu or Elite Beat Agents. Instead of dodging the moment before the two rings touch. Well, okay, what kind of, how lenient is it? Like, that obviously was not a dodge. That was not a dodge. No, this is all way too soon. The window is 1/10 of a second to activate this slow motion thing. You might say, oh, YandereDev, that's so unforgiving. But there's literally a mark on the screen showing you rhythm game style when to press the button. I think that after like 5 minutes with the game, the player is just it's gonna come naturally. It's gonna be like, okay, I gotta press right before they touch. Okay. Audio cue? Well, there's gonna be an audio cue to let you know that the enemy is attacking. See when the red appears? That kind of red glow that comes out of their eyes? That's gonna have an audio cue along with it. If this was a rhythm game, I would put an audio cue on that hexagon on the ground. But this is not a rhythm game, so that's not gonna have an audio cue. Just a very, very strong visual cue that not even color blindness could prevent you from acknowledging that visual cue. Because it's just so big, and it's just on the ground right underneath the enemy that's attacking. Whoa, annihilated him. Oh right, because I made the beam so strong. I guess if I fire this beam, it's gonna kill them in 5 frames, isn't it? Battle cry? I mean, yeah, sure. Of course, enemies should grunt with effort as they attack. that should just happen as a given, not necessarily as an audio cue, but just because things. If you see something moving or doing an action, it should be making a sound. Oh, right. There was that other thing I was going to do too, where you can't knock them out of an attack. Huh. Shit. If you kill an enemy, let me think. Yeah, you should not be able to knock enemies out of it. As soon as they're in an attack animation, they're officially going to be... They're not going into any other animation until they're done with it. Even if you hit them... If state attack no recoil is true. Well, I can also... I'm sure a lot of people... Well... Current state is state attack. I think there's another way to do that, which is to say no recoil equals current state equals state attack or something like that. It's like this line of code, you're supposed to be able to do that in one line, but I don't really... Whatever. If it works, it works. If you're currently attacking, you cannot get knocked out of your attack by the enemy, by the player smacking you. So if I'm all the way over here and I start attacking, I'm safe because the enemy never goes into their attack animation. I'm attacking them at the edge of my own range. But if we're like kissing when they attack, yeah. Huh, yeah. Yeah, if you just run up to an enemy and start mindlessly attacking, you're gonna get hit. You're getting hit because you're not paying attention to the fact that the enemy is attacking you on their own. So what you really have to do is be careful at what range you attack an enemy, and also if you see the enemy start doing their attack, get the fuck out of there. It's to your advantage to just let the enemy attack, and then deliberately dodge it, so you can then get your slow motion on. But yeah, this encourages the player to be a little bit less brain dead. There's also another thing I want to do, which is if the enemy has put a danger zone on the ground, and then the enemy dies, that danger zone should disappear. Because it's weird for like your little attack warning indicator to remain in existence after you finish dying. Oh. If danger zone is not null, then set it inactive. Wait. Just destroy it, really. You're leaving. Bye-bye. Rolling. Rolling! I'm fat rolling! Help! I'm fat rolling. I gotta adjust my inventory. Shit. I need Havel's ring. I'm gonna deliberately kill... Oh, shit. I don't think that worked. Yeah, that didn't work. Is this thing just incapable of destroying anything else? For some reason, I call destroy game object and it does not destroy, which is really confusing to me. Onion bro? No, it still remains on the ground. What? Where's your warning? How come you're not spawning it? I was wrong. It is new danger zone. I don't want them to destroy their own prefab. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be difficult to let the player change the color of the UI and stuff. The lightsaber included. Well, I shouldn't call it a lightsaber, but... Why are you not... Where did it go? Where did my cool thing go? Hey. Where is it? I just spent all this time making this cool effect, and now it's just not appearing. What the fuck? Can you edit a prefab at runtime so that the prefab is then different from that moment onward? All subsequent times it's ever used? That seems bad. Okay, yeah. Now, when an enemy has a danger zone on the ground, and then they die, it goes away. It's with their death. What next? I guess I could have a little thing at the bottom of this. Well, I could have a thing at the bottom of the screen. Little icon to represent the fact that I've got a buff active. I don't know how many buffs there will be in total. Kept one of these icons around specifically because I knew I'd eventually want to use it. You too big. Get smaller. Smaller is more classy. Smaller something is, the more classy it is. The bigger it is, the more vulgar it is. Regen? I think that you'd have to unlock that. Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate that all of these icons were provided already with a color They should all be grayscale so that the user can determine what color they want them to be. Like if something's white, you can set its color to red or blue or green or whatever. But when something is already blue and then you try to set its color, it's like this weird... It tries to blur the two colors together and it looks weird. I'm going to... I'm editing it right now. This isn't something so especially important I need to hide it. Just wanted to hide the, wanted to hide one thing. Actually, when I right-click, when I click Save As, it might default to some folder that's full of like images that are spoilers for Yandere Simulator. And I wouldn't want you to like see my Yandere Simulator spoiler folder. You'd see everything. You'd know all the upcoming secrets. Be like, ha! Sucks to be you, Yandere shit. Now I know the true secret. Now I know the facts. Now I know the headmaster is Yandere-chan's daughter. That's right, she gave birth to the headmaster. how big those icons are. Buff icon. It's a radial timer, radial display. I don't know the word of it. If player drone attack buff timer, what? It's greater than 0. Buff icon. Fill amount is... Oh. I'm gonna need to know when it started. I wonder if... I've not said anything inconsistent with that, Feline. Taken forever. Where do we set this variable? Okay. Hope I'm dividing in the right direction. Color alpha is not 0. Too bad there's not a, I know in NGUI there's a thing that makes it automatic, I mean, any sprite just has a variable called alpha, which is really useful. I guess with Unity's UI system, I have to do it differently. This is another one of those variables I can't just assign directly. I have to say color equals new color. R G B and then I set the alpha. There's gonna be Is there any such thing as a move towards for color? There's no move towards for color. Then I'll just say alpha. I'll make a variable. I'll name it alpha. I'll say that it's buff icons alpha. And I'll say alpha equals mathf move towards alpha to 0 time that delta time. And I'll set it there. Man, what a fucking pain in the ass. I have to do it that way. If I have to copy, if I have to ever have to copy paste a block of code, I should just make it a function. Hmm? Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. And then the target. Update alpha. Buff icon. 1. Update alpha, buff icon 0. There. Wonder if this is just gonna work. First try. It sure is nice when things just magically work out first try. Sure do like it when that... And it already didn't compile because there's an error. What happened? Huh? Oh, I never clicked save on player script, that's why. Oh, it's there on the screen right now. Why? Go away. Well, at least the radial thing is working. It's ticking down. It's not fading to transparency. Is it at least trying to? Delete a folder and then have Unity rebuild that folder? Depending on what it is. This is odd. That sounds like something I've had to do in the past. Like if I install two plugins and they both want to fuck with like the project settings, then like they start conflicting. So I have to like close Unity, then delete some temporary folder, then reopen Unity, and Unity just builds that folder again. But I honestly forget what that is. I wouldn't want to try to tell you, because if I tell you, hey, yeah, just go in here and delete this folder. It's called it's called System32. Yeah, can you just just go in there and just delete System32. You just don't even worry about it. It's in your, it's gonna be in like C, Windows, users. Yeah, just delete the whole thing. You don't need it. System 32, it's like junk. It's like, it's adware. Just get rid of it. Only shows up when the Unity editor is open. Oh my god. At times like this, I just... Oh, I see. I just Google it in times like that. Canvas group. Okay, it's the Canvas group. Buff group. I'll just tell this entire Canvas group to change its... Oh. Change the alpha of the Canvas group. Oh. Actually, this is so simple, it doesn't even need a function for it. Honestly, this doesn't even need to be a function because it's so simple. But I guess that depends on how many different places in the code I intend to use it. And if I ever want to edit it in one place, I guess I'd need to edit it everywhere. So I may as well just make a function for it. Hello, Vesperia. Change color on Twitch username? You can. You click the little gear icon. Think. Oh, I never assigned the variable like a big dummy dum-dum. Little dumpster dum-dum. Now, I hit the button. Pew. Now I have the icon at the bottom and a little... It's ticking down to indicate that the effect will be temporary. Now that the effect is gone, the thing is gone too. Huh, I did it. I did it. Oh, whoops. I'm all zoomed in like a dummy dumpster dumb. Running out of things that I can actually do that don't involve making a level layout. I guess the next thing I'd want to do is... What are you firing at? If you find no enemy, you should just stop. You should just not fire. Isn't there a... If enemy is not null, then do all that shit. So I run up, buff, have him shoot bullets, start hitting everything with my strongest attack. Okay, everything's dead. Heal up. Can you fire your laser? He's firing his fucking laser. Don't do that. If beamline is not active in the hierarchy, then do all that shit. Otherwise, don't fire your laser. Shoop de whoop. Buff, fire bullets, kill enemies, strongest attack. Do the laser. Pew, didn't work. Nothing to shoot a laser at. He shot one bullet. How cute. You shot one bullet. Blue team. Where's the red team? I killed them all. I am red team. See? I'm very red. Red all over. Black and white and red all over. This is fuckboy team. I really gotta... I guess it's possible to have code that makes them not interact with any physics objects on the ground. I know how to do that. I'm trying to think of how I do this. I guess I'll go through a door and I enter a room that has a little chute for sending down the loot I've gathered. And then 3 elevators that are going to be more spaced out than these? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how it's going to work. I guess to procrastinate about figuring out how that's going to work, I can add another feature that the game requires. Which is... the special meter. This is something I was thinking about earlier. I was thinking about games I play. I was thinking about Honkai Impact. I was thinking, I like the combat in Honkai Impact, but there's something about it that pisses me off. And I like how Genshin Impact does something differently than that. And also, punishing Grey Raven does not have that flaw either. I'll explain, and the best way to do it is with some artwork. First, I will draw the main character. There's the character on the screen. You're staring at their back. They got their big old butt cheeks. You're staring at them, and they're, they got, that you're looking at them from behind because here's their long hair. They draw the sword too. Great artwork. So in Honkai Impact, Genshin Impact, Punishing Grey Raven, there's, oh shit. All that artwork is slowing down my fucking computer. There's an icon at the bottom that indicates, this is the button you mash to attack. Wait, I don't think they have the point. The point is, there's icons down here that represent what you can and can't do. Like there's your icon here for your special attack, and it's slowly filling up. No, isn't it like isn't it a circly thing? Might be a circly thing. And then there's your ultimate attack. And that is slowly filling up at a much smaller pace. That's how it works in Genshin Impact. You have these two separate meters, basically. This is a cooldown. Oh, that's it. It's like, with this, you have to charge it up. It does not go up on its own. But with this one, it refills all on its own. You just wait time. It's just on a cooldown timer. It's even got a number ticking away on it. But with this one, it's like you have to hit enemies to charge it up. Where you kill an enemy and it charges up. In Punishing Grey Raven, I think it's actually pretty cool. As this is the attack button, so you're mashing the attack button, but there's these circles that appear. And they are different colors. And this is relevant for a reason. If there's ever 3 in a row, and you press the button, then you do a special attack. When three of these are of the same color. So let me give you a case where you'd want to hit the attacks in a specific order. Let's say you've got a red and a red. Then you've got a yellow. Then you've got a red. You'd think, ooh, I want to hit the yellow to get it out of here so that the red moves over into its place. So now I have 3 reds in a row. So then I press that and do my 3 red attack. So there's kind of a logic to it. Where you're like, okay, I don't want to just mindlessly hit this button. That would be stupid. That would be a waste. I want to hit that. I want to hit this button and get it out of here so I can do 3 in a row reds. So they've incorporated match 3 gameplay into a hack and slash game. They incorporated Candy Crush gameplay into a hack and slash. Do I want to do... It's fun, so do I want to do something like that? I don't know, maybe not. So I've examined how it works in Genshin Impact. So there's your ultimate, that gradually fills up as you hit enemies, and then your special attack, that's on a timer. It's ticking down with numbers. I can represent that with an hourglass. And then Punishing Grey Raven has got the match 3 circular icons going above the attack button. But what does Honkai Impact do? Well, with Honkai Impact, you've got this special meter at the bottom. And then you've got your special attack and your ultimate. And your special attack takes like 15 meter. And your ultimate takes like 100 meter. And so as you're fighting, you're filling up this bar. So when your bar gets like that full, you can use this attack. If your bar gets like that much full, you can use your ultimate. What's kind of annoying, what I don't like about this system, is that whenever this icon lights up, I'm like, ooh, I can use my special, and then I hit it. I hit the button, and then I lose my meter. And then after like a minute of fighting, I'm like, oh my god, when am I gonna get to use my ultimate? It's not fucking ready. Why not? And then I hit this button again, using up 15 meter, getting my meter even lower. So my meter never fills up all the way, because I'm constantly spending 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. So it never builds up to 100. Because it never builds up to 100, I never get to use the ultimate attack. I have to deliberately just ignore the existence of this whole button. And just ignore it and just resist the temptation to do attacks. And focus exclusively on waiting patiently for this thing to fill up. Which is frustrating and not a fun experience and makes the gameplay worse. That's why I prefer Genshin Impact with like, here's your ultimate. It fills up every time you hit an enemy or kill an enemy. Here's your special. It's on a clock. That's supposed to be an hourglass. That was the world's shittiest hourglass. It's on a clock. So, do I want to just do Genshin Impact style? And have... So your ultimate... To do your ultimate, you're attacking these enemies. You're attacking enemy, attacking enemy, attacking enemy, attack them all up. Eventually your ultimate fills up, then you get to use it. Whereas your special is just a thing that's on a timer. Now I'm thinking about something else. In Honkai Impact, there's a character I really like. And she's got these these icons down here. So whenever you hit an enemy, one of these icons lights up. You hit 5 enemies, and then all 4 of them have lit up. And then you get to do a special attack. Well, no. You hold down the attack button, and then you do a big swing attack. You don't even know what weapon she uses. It's a scythe. But she goes swing with the scythe. So it's unrelated to that special meter filling up. That's different. With her special meter, she like uses a claw to grab a faraway enemy. So there could just be something where there's like, if you hit an enemy, an icon lights up. There's 5 icons. If you light up all 5, you get to do a special attack. That's it. Fuck having a meter. Fuck keeping track of a number. Fuck it interfering with other things. It's... I want it to be independent. Like... The ultimate attack, I want it to be completely independent of the special attack. Like, they do not use the same meter. So maybe this one just fills up every time you attack an enemy. So every time you hit an enemy. And this one fills up every time you kill an enemy? Could that be it? Perhaps this is the kill meter, and this is the attack meter. Maybe I just figured it out. Maybe this is powered by kills, and this is powered by attacks. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. No, I don't like things that are timer-based. I don't like just fucking waiting for a timer to fill up. That is the most frustrating part of Genshin Impact gameplay. I hate that so much. So my team is composed of characters whose cooldowns are really short. So I want to like play as if the cooldown didn't exist. So I don't really know about the idea of this match 3 gameplay. It probably will not do the same thing as punishing Grey Raven. I don't like the idea of having a meter at the bottom, and then, like, the meter goes to 2 different things. I don't like the idea of any kind of time-based thing. I still can't draw an hourglass. Is that a better hourglass? Well, I finally made an hourglass I can be proud of. I think this is powered by attacks. This is powered by kills. I think that's what it's going to be. Now I need to know how it's going to be visually represented. It could be a bar. I like the idea of it. I mean, in all these freaking games, I keep bringing up every 5 seconds, Honkai Impact, Genshin Impact, Punishing Grey Raven, it's always circles. That's because they're mobile games, and their graphic design has to work both on a phone and on a computer monitor. So everything is a circle because you're tapping it with your thumb, your big old greasy Cheeto-covered thumb. And it kind of sort of also works on a computer screen because everyone understands the concept of a circle and it's like gradually filling up. It's filling up from top to bottom or going clockwise. So circles, they're graphic design that works in both ways. So I kind of just want to go with a circle. I mean, if I do not envision this as a mobile game, then it really could just be a bar that runs across the center of the screen, or it could be a bar at the bottom of the screen. But if I'm going to have two things, the attack bar and the kill bar, I'd rather just put it in a circle, really. Hey girl, throw that ass in a circle. Throw that ass in a circle. Well, you know what? I could have it be hexagons. Why did I fucking say hexagon? I could have it be a diamond. Then it won't feel so... won't feel so mobile phone. The only game I know that's using diamonds as its motif is the Nier mobile game, Nier Reincarnation. Which, by the way, I can't really use that as inspiration for this game because it's not a game you actively play, like you run around and you make a character run and jump and attack. It's one of those games that play themselves, like Cookie Clicker. You just kind of let it go. You just tell your characters, okay, go here, do this mission, and then they do it for you. You can watch the fights. To a very small extent, you can tell your enemy, you can tell your characters, use your special attack. But really early on in the game, you gain the ability to have special attacks be automatic. So you just put it on your desk and never actually interact with it, and it just runs automatically on its own. I guess that would be the size of a normal health bar. The cool thing about diamonds is that you can have them fit together. Like, watch. Click. Now, see, that looks a little bit better than just having two circles floating next to each other, you know? I'm wondering how big the diamond should actually be before it starts to look garish. Like, if this was on a phone, this is a phone in your hand, you need those buttons to be way fucking bigger. But if I intend for this to be like a game played at full screen, 1080p on your computer monitor, then I kind of feel like the buttons don't need to be that big. And also, the smaller your button, the more elegant. The smaller things are, the more elegant they seem. When they're big, they're like garish and cartoony, and you think, oh, this is a children's game. Oh, YandereDev made a little kid game for children. How quaint. With a big ol' ass hanging out. Now I need to consider, like, do I make the kill one bigger? Like, I do think these two buttons need to look, not buttons. I should not call them buttons at all. These two icons representing how close you are to achieving something that are going to fill up, probably filling up from top to bottom. How should the special attack look different from the ultimate attack? The ultimate attack could be bigger. That's the first thing that comes to mind. What is the default size of these things anyway? I then wonder. At the right height. What if this one was 200 and this one was 100? How does it look? I also want them to be equal. Whoops. How does that look? No. That is too small, actually. 150, perhaps? Now it certainly looks like one is more significant than the other. I can tell there's a hierarchy here. The weak will learn to cower before the strong. The weak should fear the strong. Fear. Also, I don't like that color. I'm going to open it up in Photoshop and change it to white so that I can control its color. Put the diamonds together to make a bigger diamond. Top one. The one on top? I don't really... I don't think I can visualize what you're saying. One moment, please. I beg for your patience. 4 diamonds together? 4 diamonds together. Well, that would work if I had 4 things. If there were 4 things that the player could do. Anyway. Then it would make sense to represent them as diamonds and to say, like, here's thing number 1. Here's thing number 2. Here's thing number 3. And thing number 4 is also a diamond. Shit, I fucked it all up. But it's bigger. Shit, I can't draw. What the fuck? I'm definitely not an artist. But I get what you're saying. I mean, to do that I would need 4 functions. I have 2 functions. I have 2 things I want my character to be able to do. If it's at some point in the future there may be some other form of attack that is triggered by building up some kind of bar, building up some kind of meter, and I'll say, now I can finally put them. I'm not interested in this conversation. Common sense should tell you the answer right away. I don't know, that the smaller one doesn't look significantly smaller. But then it's too small. And making the other one too much bigger would start to make it look like a goddamn mobile game. Well, I think all that matters is the functionality, and I can have a professional graphic designer translate the gameplay concepts into user interface design at some point in the future. For now, it just needs to work. The mechanics must function. That is all. I guess I'll call that kill meter. I'll call this attack meter? No. I'll call it special meter and ultimate meter. Pretty soon, I'm gonna have to have more powerful enemies in here. Because there's nothing to fight right now that would be worthy of using a special attack or an ultimate on. These are the lowest of the low fodder enemies for, like, training the player early on in the game. There's a reason why they are incomplete, stumbling around, and have the weakest, wimpiest looking attack ever. Why their bodies are missing parts and why they don't have faces. There's a lore reason for all that. Why they are located so close to the place where the player begins their game. Mulberry, is this your first time seeing this? I haven't seen you in the stream very often lately. You want to see what it looks like when YandereDev tries to draw? Get a load of this. Watch, be amazed at what it looks like when YandereDev draws. Ah, it's bright. Really, what if I just do this? That's right, I'm so dark. I don't draw on a white canvas. My soul is dark, so I draw on a black canvas. This is a face I learned to draw when I was pretty young. Mulberry, you're fired. I'm just gonna do all of Yandere Simulator's artwork myself. It's a Kudere. It was just a random anime bitch with short hair, but you know what? Now it's oh shit, I fucked it up. I fucked it up, now it's nobody. Where was I? That's what you get, Mulberry. You learned your lesson. Never encourage anything. So these diamonds need to fill up. They need to start dark and then fill up. I will try to do a thing now. Whoa. One of these is like full. Oh, that's a color and everything. I wanted you to be different than that. Be like this. To go above or below. Well, that's supposed to be what it... No, that doesn't really look full. I mean, I guess the fact that it's glowing in the middle means something. It helps. That's really subtle. Hello, Danganronpa fan. I guess this kind of needs to be transparent. And then it needs to fill up. And it needs to be... I guess, like... Shit, now I want to, like, look at Genshin Impact. What does it look like when something fills up? I mean, Genshin Impact is pretty beautiful looking. Both in terms of graphics and also the UI is pretty well constructed. I see when something is filled up, it's really glowing. Like that shit, your eye cannot miss it. I'm looking again at something else. Wow. Good UI design is a powerful skill to have. Darn, I need to see something that's like halfway filled up. I can only find pictures of something fully filled up or not filled up at all. Thank you, Grim Flames, for resubscribing for 20 months. I never said thank you to Chef Boyardee Official for resubscribing for 6 months. I never said thank you to Low Key Chaos for subscribing. I never said thanks. Also, when someone's username is Chef Boyardee Official, I have to wonder. I have to go to Twitch TV/Chef Boyardee Official, and I have to see, okay, is the logo going to be Chef Boyardee himself? No. Okay. Because there's like an official Chuck E. Cheese account on Twitch, and the rat himself, a man in a rat suit, streamed like Fortnite with no commentary, by the way. just streaming Fortnite in a Chuck E. Cheese costume. Just for the fuck of it. One second. Should have never closed Photoshop. Should have just left it open. And constantly be going back to it. No, you can just go watch the VOD if you want to take a screenshot of that awful piece of shit I drew. What happens if I use the selecty selector? This is a very special type of selector, native to only Photoshop. It's called the selecty selector. You use it to select selections. I've been using it for a few years now. Okay. There's... What if I just fucking... Oh, interesting. I don't know if that's even a good thing or a bad thing, but that's a thing for sure. So here's just the border. And then here's the thing that's going to fill up from bottom to top. Actually... Oh, I just realized. That's annoying. It's going to have to... Wait. Oh, it's weird. Never mind. Is this less weird? Oh no, it's still pretty weird. Whoa. Need to select something. It must be the interior. Interior and the rim around it must be two separate things. Well, it's gonna have, yeah, it's gonna have the dark. There's gonna be the darkness. And then there's gonna be the light that fills it up from the bottom to the top. But actually, yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, let me save the files now. Diamond Border. That's your name. Your name is Diamond Border. Actually, is this even necessary? And then this I will name Diamond Fill. Let me even see if that was actually necessary. I was so disappointed when I learned that the... What's his face? The Warden is not in the latest version of Minecraft. He's been delayed until 2022. How shitty. I wanted to fight the warden. I wanted to engage in combat. Why do you announce something like a year in advance? Why did they do that? Grr. Grr. That's me being pissed about it. Grr. Grr. Does this work? I think the icon inside would have to be black, wouldn't it? Oh. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work if it's... It would work better if it was a color. How does that look? Look weird? Oh, if I go to fill, it's a vertical fill near nope, 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 nope. Yeah, kind of works. A little bit weird to have that white. You know what? The white exclamation mark, I came up with an idea. Ah, shoot. They don't have outlines in this thing. What's it called? What's it fucking called? The thing. What's it called? NGUI. NGUI has outlines. So I can put an outline around some text. But I can't do that here. So I could have made an exclamation mark with a black outline around it. So it works. It's visible. It's legible. Whether it's on a black background or a white background, it's still legible because it's got a black outline around it no matter what. I've stolen your waifus. No, if it's black, then it's black on black, so it's not possible to see it. Like right now, making it black right now would be bad. Although I guess I do need names for these things. I mean, what will the icon look like? I guess if I was to give these things a proper icon instead of just, you know, frickin' text, because that's what it is, text right now. I guess I kind of, I can throw something on there. I'm kind of content with small exclamation mark, large exclamation mark for now. Like how over here in the corner, everything's just it's like just like icons. It's just what the fuck ever. As long as everything's a different icon. I don't like spending a lot of time on this portion of the process. The most simple thing would be use a single sword for special and use two swords to indicate the strongest attack. But then that doesn't really work out because she doesn't magically get a second sword, so that icon would be deceiving. But it doesn't really matter if it's just a placeholder icon. But as long as it's a placeholder icon, why not have it just be an exclamation mark and then just leave it there? That's the outline. This is the glow. This is the fill. Special meter is just the same thing, but smaller. Oh, I'll need to take a closer look at it to resize it perfectly. Okay, there. I have elements on my screen that I can now program to indicate that something is ready or prepared. That's all that matters. Love for Mulberry. She's the best. Oh. Mulberry has done so much for Yandere Simulator. Made so much of the artwork. Every now and then, I think about the idea of what if I made a mulberry-less... Hold on. A mulberry-less build of the game where every piece of art made by Mulberry was gone, just replaced with a pink, like a pink square. You just go through the entire game and there'd be nothing but pink squares everywhere. It's like that film, A Day Without a Mexican, except A Day Without a Mulberry. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah. I was making a video game. That's right. I just remembered. I got temporary amnesia, then I remembered I was making a video game. I forgot what I was doing again. Holy shit, what was I doing? Okay, so whenever you hit an enemy... Okay, I'm going to say special meter, and I'm going to say ultimate meter. I wonder when this became the standard to call a certain move your ultimate. I guess the dictionary definition of ultimate kind of does fit the description. Ultimate. The best achievable or imaginable of its kind. Utmost, optimum, height, epitome, peak. Like the best attack you can do. Your ultimate attack. It doesn't get any better than your ultimate. Nothing does more damage than your ultimate. I guess that's why so many different video games all use the phrase ultimate. And special I guess that's been a fighting game term. Indicate anything that's not a normal attack. And then when Super Street Fighter came out, they introduced the concept of super attacks. Where was I? Oh, you don't say, Mia. Oh, you don't say. You know, this game might not exist. What I'm working on right now, I may have never begun working on it if it wasn't for one experience I had. Where I played Honkai Impact. Sorry for moving the camera around so much. I have to... No. I played Honkai Impact, and that new mode came out. Elysium, or Elysian whatever it's called. And I thought, whoa, this is a cool concept. It's a roguelike, except it's a hack and slash game. That's neat. Never seen anyone do that before. And it's got my favorite Honkai characters, yippee. But it's too fucking hard. I haven't been able to beat it, even on easy mode. And after, like, failing to beat it, okay, it's too hard and it's too long. It's way too much of a fucking time investment. I get to the final stage and then I die to the boss. And it's like, welp, there goes all that time down the drain. I don't have all this time to be wasting. I have very, very, very little spare time in my day. I cannot waste my time losing and failing in this stupid fucking game. So I have just abandoned the new mode. Elysium, whatever it's called. I just don't do it. I don't play it. Because it's too hard, and I keep dying, and I can never finish it. And it's too long, it's too time-consuming. You ask a time investment of someone, you can't just squash all their progress and lose, and make them lose and kick them back to the start. It fucking sucks. So I thought, I should just make my own. I should just make my own hack and slash with the same controls as Honkai Impact, except I'm going to make the main character a sexy woman with a fat ass, and I'm going to put in all my favorite shit from all my favorite games, and I'm going to make it not a big pain like the new Honkai mode. There! Huh. Fuck you. Humph. All of the most significant things I've ever done in my life were spurred on by spite, by frustration. Interesting. Why would this happen? Wonder why that happened. I'll need to look into that. It's a weird bug. Hello, TJ. I'll just make my own. Here we are. Here we are, 466 lines of code later. So it was going to be, let's see here. Ultimate meter, special meter. So the player, no, the enemy. If an enemy takes damage. Oh, it has to be by the player specifically. Oh. So I wouldn't want the drone to be able to trigger this. Oh. Let me think. Well, I guess... I can go to Hitbox. The Hitbox script. And some attacks will come from the player. Yeah. I guess I'll just have a bool called drone. No, that doesn't work. When the drone... This is a little bit tricky. I'll just replace the no recoil. Let me think. How does this work? Wait, this is confusing me. How does this work? Oh, enemy take damage and player take damage are different. Damage, drone. So the enemy will know that... Okay. If we're currently attacking or we got attacked by the drone, then no recoil is true. Okay, that should work. I don't like all these, but if this attack did not come from the drone, then player special meter plus plus. If the player just killed us, player ultimate meter plus plus. Actually, that's going to create a small problem. Player update. I guess update meters. Guess that works. Guess that works. Guess the moving. Oh, yeah. Enemy. Now the player is going to need something called... update meters. This is a little bit weird because now I have two scripts that are in charge of updating the UI, and it would be better to do that within one script. I mean, this is such a simple operation. It's kind of fine for the player to be in charge of their own health bar. The player should also be in charge of their meters. Public sprite, special bar, and ultimate bar. I would say it's not hard, it's just you have to keep track of a lot of different things going on. Special bar. Was this fill amount? Let me take a look. Yeah, it's fill amount. So then I should just be able to say fill amount, can't I? How did I do it in the other script if it worked there? Buff icon fill amount. See, it worked that time. It was an image. Sorry, it's not a sprite, it's an image. Public image. Where did it go? Fill amount equals. I'm gonna have to convert things to floats, but my current amount of special meter out of my max special meter, which is the minimum amount required to activate my special, which I have not designated, so I'll designate it now. Let's call this... well, I guess I'm going to decide on the number 10 for now. It's an completely arbitrary number, but it feels about right, but we'll see. Ultimate bar, fill amount is ultimate meter at a max ultimate meter. Also, if I feel like there's a better way to do this, but if special meter is greater than max special meter, then we've gone outside the boundary we're supposed to be able to go to, so just cap it at the max special meter. Isn't there something called MathF? MathF clamp? Clamps the given value between the minimum float and maximum float value. So that, I feel like I should just be able to use that to do the to achieve the same thing. But I'll fuck with that later. This works, so I'll just do it this way for right now. I just want to watch it function. I want to see it working on the screen, and then I'll worry about the next part. If I was an academia, I would transfer to another school before I get killed. Hot woman villain. Well, I've kind of already decided who the villain is, but I do think that having another, like, being able to encounter another android who is of your type. Oh shit, this sounds kind of like it's near automata. Like, imagine if you're fighting all these enemies, right? You're fighting enemies that look roughly like this for the whole game. And then all of a sudden, a door opens, and who steps out? It's someone who looks like a clone of you, but like heavily battle damaged, as if they've been around for much longer than you, and they activate their weapon, and it's like yours. It's exactly like yours. And your floating robot buddy suddenly has a lot of explaining to do. Does the meter go up? I don't see the meter going up, damn it. I guess I never designated what's a drone attack and what's not. I should do that really quick. An energy bullet is a drone attack. And when the drone is firing a beam. Yeah, okay, so it's being set to true already. Wait. Take damage. Where is it? Okay. It was already setting that to true. Okay. Now, why was the meter not filling up? Let me go here. So right now it's at 0. Oh shit, that's right. It's because I never typed in what the maximum meter is. 10, 10. So it was dividing by the number 0, so it was getting nowhere. If I hit something, the meter starts filling up. Yay, it fills up. Look at it go. Oh, and if I kill an enemy, then the kill meter fills up a bit. Right now, there's currently not enough enemies in the game to fill that meter up all the way. But I can see that it filled up. It did start filling. So now that I have a meter and the game has the ability to acknowledge that the meter is going up, I can now program the game to do something if that meter is high enough. Yeah, Andy, I was thinking of that too. Although I do want the player to feel that this environment is extremely stable and that it's not possible for things to just break here. So I wouldn't want it to be wobbling around while you're in the elevator. To create the illusion of movement, perhaps, but I wouldn't want it to be like, whoa, we're in this janky, rickety old elevator. Whoa, it's about to... Whoa, it might fall. Whoa. That's definitely not the impression I'd want to give, so that's... I might just want to avoid that type of thing. If special meter is max special meter, then special glow enabled is true. I'm gonna have a glowing thing. You're gonna see it. I don't like all these statements taking up so much space. How about you shrink? Just get way smaller. Now it looks bad because it's got that kind of amateurish feeling of stack of these statements. There should definitely be an audio cue when the meter is full to let the player know. Well, there's going to be moving sounds, yeah. You go woo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo as you're going up. Let me just confirm that if... Yeah, okay. If he's shooting, thing does not fill up. Why did he not shoot? Hey. Shoot at the enemies when I tell you to, buddy. He's not shooting. That's not good. When did shooting break? This is what I changed. Oh! That's what it was. Durr. You can get rid of that thing, you know. Alright. Because those were weird circumstances, let me try that again. Fire! You're doing something weird. Stop firing eventually. Eventually stop shooting your laser. Don't be stupid. There. You stop shooting as soon as there's nothing more to shoot at. Man, this guy is like a cheat code. It's like, I don't feel like fighting all these enemies today. Drone, take care of it. Thanks, drone. I guess this particle effect has kind of grown on me. What time is it? It's kind of time to end the stream, sort of. If it's so late that it's time to end the stream, I don't think I should start on the next thing. But I guess the next thing would be giving a special attack and then giving an ultimate attack. I guess I could add another enemy type. That there's something worth using my specials and my supers on. She's really got a booty on her, doesn't she? Love how the drone works. Well, guess that's just going to be it for today. The other thing I absolutely have to do is get the environment nailed down, especially how the environment changes after you've defeated the enemies and how you move on to the next environment. I know I want it to involve elevators. Like you enter the environment through an elevator, you exit through an elevator. But at the end, you have to make a choice between three things. 3 randomly chosen things. And that needs to pop up somehow. That needs to become available to the player somehow. I guess it could be as simple as you go into a room and there's 3 computer consoles in the room. And then you pick one and the other 2 shrink into the ground or something. Kind of begs the question of why is it set up like that? Why does this place exist in this specific manner? I do have an answer, but anyway. Thank you for watching. Oh. Thank you for thanking me for streaming. How nice of you. That's so sweet. That's so cute. I hope that you had fun watching me develop this hack and slash game. I hope it's a cool thing to see. I hope you like it. I hope it's fun for you. I would definitely stream Yandere Simulator development in the same manner. If only it was not banned on Twitch. If we ever get some feedback on... If we ever... Only Twitch would just talk to me. That would be nifty. Thanks for watching. I hope I will see you for the next stream. Bye bye for now, you little cuties. Thank you for following the development of my mysterious untitled hack and slash video game.